These basketball t-shirts are making crazy sales. And if you have not thought about creating designs within the sport niche, you're definitely going to miss out on some huge opportunities to make sales. And these are selling extremely well, and they're really easy to make. And I want to share with you how to make them. Like this product here, only been around for 10 months, but already made 128 sales in the last 30 days. This product here has been around for 20 months, makes about 60,000 sales in the last 30 days. This one here made 25 sales in the last 30 days, as well as this one here. And this design style is good, just not for the basketball sport niche, but this type of sport design has done well over multiple different sport niches. So in today's video, I want to share with you how to look at these sport niches that are obviously selling well all throughout the year, but how to apply this into different sport areas, how to create these type of sleeve designs with personalization that will help you explode your sales on Etsy in 2026. I want to share this all with you coming up next. So we found all the best-selling products within the sport niche. And again, what I'm talking about in today's video can be applied to whatever sport, but I just want to share with you how easy it is to start creating this type of personalized sleeve designs specifically for the sport niche that obviously is doing extremely well, right? Sports combined with personalization is going to be the winner moving forward in 2026, and definitely bring in some unique design styles is going to help you sell even better. And it's really easy to make these, and I want to share with you how to do that now. But before we get started sharing with you how to create this, we first have to be able to find these products, right? First of all is utilizing my niche master tool. This is my free tool for you to find all this type of niches that we're talking about in today's video. Again, if you do want to get access to this, is free for a limited amount of time. I'll make sure to leave this in my description box below. This is how you're able to find these products so you know what to sell. We need to base everything we design off of data. And this is a free, simple, easy tool to find all the best-selling products within your niche that you want to focus on. And the simple way to use this here is to jump into my niche master tool. Go ahead and sign up absolutely for free. You head over to the niche finder tool here. I have a lot of product categories you can search up with different micro niches that are already selling well. But if you know the micro niche you want to target, like today, we know we want to target the sport niche here. We can go into our specific product category. In our case, it'll be t-shirt. Plug in the actual phrase we want to target, and then click on this little green button that says search bestsellers on Etsy. And when we do this, it is going to show us nothing but the bestsellers on Etsy within our specific niche and our specific products. And as you can see, we can find all the best-selling products here. Very easy, very simple to use. And this is what's going to set us up when we create our print-on-demand product, again, so that we know we're creating things based upon data. And so one of the things I like to look at is to see what is selling well. But I like to also trend merge designs together to create something new, again, based off of two things that's working well. So we already know that this type of style is working well here. Having this personalization on the sleeve of the design, focusing on a specific sport, and adding in the phrase mom on there, that can do extremely well. I think we can go a step further here by adding in a design style when it comes down to the phrase basketball or whatever niche we get into. I definitely want to build this out a little bit further. And by finding these best-selling products with the niche master tool, we were able to find this design to do extremely well here, where it says game day, has this nice type of glitter style, obviously selling well here, 30 sold in the last 30 days. So we definitely want to apply this type of style over into our specific layout for our sport, and definitely apply that personalization there. Now, for us to start creating this, we're going to utilize Printify. Printify is my #1 place to sell all of my print-on-demand products. They make it really easy for you to connect your Etsy shop to your Printify account, so that once you get an order from Etsy, it automatically syncs over. So where that the only thing you got to focus on is listing and creating high quality designs. Printify will take care of the printing and shipping for you. And they have a ton of products for you to focus on. Over 1,300 products in regards to print on demand that is easy to use and seamless to use with Etsy. This is probably the best way to sell print on demand products. They take care of everything for you. Only thing you got to focus on is listing well and designing well on Etsy. And in our case today, again, we're going to focus on the sweatshirt design here. So you can see all the categories when you head over to categories here. I want to head over to women's clothing, sweatshirts, and there's a lot of great products here that's selling well. You know what's selling well because Printify tells you it is a bestseller, so they make it easy for you to know what product should I sell. Probably the ones that have a bestseller badge on Printify. But in our case today, we're going to sell the Gildan 18,000 series here. And because we're primarily selling this as a product that has a design on the front part of the sweatshirt, but also the sleeve, we want to skip over Printify choice because not every single Gildan 18,000 shirt print provider is actually offering that particular style of print. So we want to go a little bit further and actually choose our print provider manually here. So we head down over into choose manually. This is going to be important for us when we're trying to figure out, again, where are we able to print on the sweatshirt. Our print area that we're trying to focus on is the front part as well as the sleeves. So we definitely want to make sure that is available to us. Monster Digital does not have that. As it says, it only prints in 3 areas: front side, back side, neck label. So we want to go down a little bit further. Underground Trends, print on front side, back side, left sleeve, and right sleeve. That's a great place to target. And again, you know their overall quality because Printify tells you the overall rating here. As long as you choose something that has a great price point, great shipping price, great production processing days, as well as colors and sizes, you should be good to go with whatever you choose as long as it is high quality. Now, what I personally have always chosen when I have sold sweatshirts is Swift POD. One of the reasons is just because they're great production time to get things out really quickly. That's the main game when it comes over to Etsy. But again, I like my production time to be really low, so I'm going to switch over into Swift POD. Again, they do offer this at $18, but if you utilize Printify Premium, you do get a little discount here. Again, Printify was able to give my audience, that means you, a discount code to use this. 30 days absolutely for free. Normally it's $30 a month, but you can start for free for 30 days. And again, if you find that your business is getting sales and obviously growing, then that to me is a no-brainer to use Printify Premium because it saves you, as you can see, a ton of dollars in the long run. And the more money you can save when it's in production, the more profit you can earn in the long run. It really allows you to be competitive with your pricing without necessarily losing a lot of profit. All right, so with that being said, we found our print provider of choice with POD. We're going to go ahead and click Start Designing here. Now, with this specific video, right, usually I just talk about t-shirts, but because we're talking about a sweatshirt with a print sleeve, there's going to be 2 main areas that we got to focus on. Number 1 is the main area, obviously, where the main design is going to be printed on, but we also got to look at the sleeve print as well. I like to focus on the right side of the sleeve. This is going to be our print area as well. So when we do this, we need to go over to the letter I here so we can get the actual print size for this specific area. For Swift POD sweatshirt is going to be 4200 by 4800 pixel. And for the right sleeve, it's going to be 1181 by 4724 pixel, right? So just be mindful of that when you are creating this in your design software. Our design software of choice is going to be my Creative Prompt AI tool. This is a tool I built inside of my Etsy membership community to just make it easy for you to create amazing designs, get a lot of coaching, my Etsy course and university so you can know all the ins and outs about selling these type of products on Etsy. But again, this is what I offer my members just to help them create very quickly and not have all these tons of subscriptions everywhere. You got all the things that you need to really create and scale your business well. And this is the only AI generating tool I use to sell my products on Etsy. So with that being said, we're going to do a lot of great things in the design studio, but just to set this up for us, we're going to head over to the design and resizer here. And I want to set up my canvas to be exactly what Printify told me here. So I can go back into this and see for the front part of my t-shirt here, it is 42 by 4800 pixel. I can go ahead and put that in as a custom size here. All right, so that is all good to go here for my custom size, 4200 by 4800 pixel. And then I want to open up another one as well because I want to print on the sleeve of my shirt here. So I go over to the right side of my sleeve. This is going to be 1181 by 4724. I'll head over to custom mode once again in the design and resizer. So all is set here. Here is going to be our sleeve design here. We have it 1181 by 4724, all with the pixel count here. And then we have the front part of our sweatshirt already in place by 4200 and 4800 pixels. So all that is set up to go. Now we are in a space where we need to create our design. And the way we're going to do that is jumping back into my Creative Prompt tool. And we're going to use the Remix Design Studio. Again, it's going to make it really easy for us to create designs and then merge this over into different design areas. All right, so from here, I like to grab the actual design that's set on. Again, we're just going to use this as a reference, not to copy someone's design. We're going to plug this over into our Remix Studio here. We're going to plug this into our image reference because, again, we're going to utilize this as a reference because we're going to create this for a different sport. And then we're going to go up here and select our custom t-shirt prompt here. This is design to number 1. Make sure that we're creating this as a different style, different design, but definitely identify the main elements here, the layout from image 1. But again, we're definitely going to have a different variation. I want to go ahead and crop the area I just want to focus on. Again, we're not necessarily copying someone's design, but we're just using this as an image reference so the AI knows exactly what we want to target here. From here, I want to make this to be in a different niche. So in our case today, we're going to make this focus on the tennis niche. And the only thing I'm going to say here is make this into the tennis niche. Again, this makes it really easy because we're not going to put in a long, lofty prompt, right? That has already been done for us by the pre-prompt that was already created. So it makes it really easy for us to get high quality designs just by putting in simple prompts here. We're going to scale the variations to be 4 because, again, we never know which one we want to go with here. I want to go ahead and hit generate and see what we gather as a result. All right, so here is our examples that we were able to get. As you can see, we did this very quickly here, didn't waste any time, but all that came out extremely well. This is what I mean by looking at a reference image and definitely going a little bit further here and bridging this out to be your own unique design. And this definitely sped up the time for us when we're talking about creating this type of design style for this particular niche. I think all of these could do extremely well here. I like this one in particular, but again, our goal here is to go a step further, just not recreate what we have here, but definitely add in some new elements to make this stand out even more. The cool part about this is that I can save all of these to my folder, but then once I found a design to do well, I can open this up here, go ahead and copy this, and now I'm going to utilize this as my reference image. So I'll go ahead and remove that there. Go ahead and apply my own digital asset that we just created as my reference image. And now I'm able to make further changes to this to really make this different here. And I want to go a step further by adding in this reference image here because I really like this type of glitter style that we definitely want to use. Obviously, this is selling extremely well here. We definitely want to find opportunities to bridge this over to our area. So we're going to head back over to our Remix Studio here. And the cool part about this is that we're going to add this as a secondary reference image because we just want to extract the overall glitter style to our space here. I want to go ahead down to the reference image number 2, go ahead and add this. And I want to go ahead just and crop this style over so that it knows this is the type of glitter style we're going to use. All right, so here is the remix prompt that we were able to get and able to gather from our designs. We use our reference image that we had here and plug in another one just to get some of this glitter type of style for our design. This is the prompt that we use where we said use the heavy jewel glitter text style of image reference 1 for the text that says tennis, but make it a color that matches the tennis ball. And then again, this is what we were able to get. I think that came out extremely well just for the quick example we were able to get today. As you can see, they definitely brought in the same type of layout, but definitely just add a little bit of difference in regards to the text inside of the word tennis, which I think is perfect. Again, once this is good here, we can go ahead and save this. I can head over to my designs folder and remix this a little bit further down because not only do we need the front part of our sweatshirt, but we also need the sleeve of our sweatshirt as well. So I definitely want to create some type of element we can use for the sleeve of our design. And I just simply want the tennis ball to be a heart that we can definitely add in our own personalization when it comes down to that in Printify. So with that being said, I have my main element for the first part of my sweatshirt here, the front, but I want to go and actually change this tennis ball to be in the shape of a heart. And here's the basic prompt where I say, give me just the tennis ball by itself with no words, but make it in the shape of a heart in the same design style as the image, which again, having this as a reference image is really changing the game for us, really able to speed this up and have some continuity in regards to our design. And this is what we were able to get as a result. I think that came out extremely well and can do well for us when we are creating this as a secondary product design. So now that we have all of our designs made, right? We have our front part of our sweatshirt made, we have the element for our sleeve already made, and then we'll add in some personalization for the sleeve over in Printify. Everything is done here. We'll go ahead and use the same tool to upscale our image. We'll use the same tool to remove the background, but have this be ready to go for our print on demand business. So now we have our image upscale, we have our background removed. Now we need to go back into our design resizer because remember, we need to make sure that we have the proper space for our sleeve design, but also for the front side of our design. Now, in our case today, we're going to stay where we are. We're going to use the creative prompt tool for this because we already have it set up here. Here is our front part of our design here, and here is our sleeve. So we're going to go ahead and add in the front part of our design here that we have already made. Again, the background has been removed. This is all set to go. So now we can see our design here. And to make this really easy for us to really get the proper size already done in place here, we can head over to position, head over to fit, and now that's perfect fit for our entire size. I want to move this up a little bit because I found that to really work out well when we are creating our designs. But again, everything is good here. I think that's perfect to go. Now when it comes down to our sleeve design, as you're going to see here, it's going to look very different from what we have here. So we head over to our sleeve canvas. We go ahead and upload the heart type of tennis ball that we created. And as you can see, this matched perfectly with what we see here for our sleeve design on Etsy. Now, when we are creating our sleeve design here, we definitely want there to be a little space for us to actually write the name of, again, whoever the personalization is for. But be mindful that when you you are creating a sleeve design, this entire area, right, from the top to the bottom is really the shoulder down to the wrist here. So I like to create my designs within this lower third area here, right at the bottom, because I don't want it to be too high on the shoulder of the design. And if you ever need a reference to go back to see how you need to create this, just look at some great designs that's selling on Etsy that's utilizing the sleeve type of design that we're aiming for as well. As you can see here, it's on the bottom part of the sleeve, so not up here on the elbow or the shoulder part. So this is definitely where we want to create our design. Definitely have it in the same space here. Again, have that element there, but also have the opportunity to put the personalization name there as well. So with that being said, we know where we're going to aim in regards to our design. So we're going to have this right at the bottom here, just at the lower third area, which I think that is perfect. So now we have our front design ready to go, making sure that the background is transparent. So we'll go ahead and download this, and then we'll do the same thing for our sleeve design and make sure again the background is transparent. And I'll go ahead and download this, and this is all set and ready to go. And now when we jump back over into Printify, we can just simply upload our designs in here, and you'll see how easy it is to fit this into the proper area. So I head over to upload here to my device. I'll go ahead and find where our design is. We go ahead and drag and drop that in here for the front part of our design here. And as you can see, it covers our design perfectly. No need to make any changes here. It fits perfectly in our space, and it has a great DPI setting, which means it's going to print well and it's going to look well when the customer gets it. Front part of our sweatshirt is done, right? Now we're going to head over to the right side of our sleeve here, and this is where we're going to add in our design as well. So we're going to jump over into where our sleeve design is. Go ahead and upload that. That as well is a perfect size. No further changes or alterations we need to do. It's already done, already set to go. As we can see, it fit perfectly within that space. Now the only thing that's left for us to do is add in that personalization when we get an order from our customer. And the easy way to do that once we get an order is head over to the text options here. I like to focus on script font when it comes down to personalization. Here is a script font that I believe to work well. And now we have the option here to put in whatever name we want to. This is all based upon the order we get from our customers. But as you can see, it's really easy to change the name up here. So we're putting just a basic name here as a placeholder. And again, whatever you create, make sure it is within the box where it's going to be printed. So if you have a name that's outside of the box, it's not going to be printed. So we're going to shrink our name down a little bit here. This is a great example of just having a basic sleeve design. And this is exactly what fits well with what we see to work on Etsy. If we do want to see a preview of our design, we can go ahead and see the preview here. That came out well for the first part of our sweatshirt. Now, in regards to actually seeing this for the sleeve, again, Printify doesn't have the best mockups for the sleeve print. We can see a little bit about where it's going to be printed and how big it is and how high it will be on the shoulder. But that's why you have to go over into Etsy and really find some great mockups to use. But we're going to head over to VidMock for our mock-up image here. It has a very nice sweatshirt and sleeve design here. We want to go ahead and use this in the studio here. And now we're able to upload our design and really get a great mock-up of our image. So we head over to upload PNG. We'll put in our front part of our design, which I think came out well. And then we also upload our second design here that brings up our sleeve. And as you can see, that came out extremely well. This is a great way just to showcase, again, all of your products that you have with the right design so that you can really showcase what you have created in Printify when it comes down to your design. So again, this is all good to go. We'll save this, upload this to our Etsy shop, and start creating multiple products in this area for maybe different sports or maybe different hobbies and different interests. This can definitely be something we can continue to grow in our Etsy business. Check out this next video here if you want to learn how to create more designs like this for specific niches that are doing extremely well on Etsy. If you want to learn those niches, how to design for those products, click this next video here and subscribe to my channel to learn more. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.